Hi, my name is Andy, and let me tell you a spooky story. The year is 2018, and I was on eBay.gov when I found a listing for a game called Sonic and Sega Racing. I thought it was weird. There's no game called Sonic and Sega Racing. The lister must have said it wrong. They must have been Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing for the third generations of console, including the Nintendo DS. I remember playing that game with my cousin who died 5 years ago. His name was Sega. We had lots of fun playing with him. So, I put the gamma since it was only $5 and my old mom threw away my old copy because she thought it curbed villains. But I told her it's a game about a blue rat racing monkeys, but she thought that was racist, so still threw it away. The game arrived about a week later. Why is Amazon so slow? I looked at the box, which had no cover, only a sticky note saying Sonic and Sega Racing. Then I pulled the box. The DVD disc had no picture, only Sonic and Sega Racing was written on it with Sharpie. I booted up my Xbox, PC, PlayStation 3, Wii with DS attachment and put the disc in. After it spun for a little while, an icon appeared on the screen with the name Sonic and Sega Racing. I said out loud, that's strange. Did they also change the file name? I clicked the file and it opened the game. The title screen looked normal, but instead of saying Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, the All-Stars part was glitched out and unreadable. The announcer also said, Sonic and Sega! Then it became silent for a while. I thought the audio might have broken, but then RACING! The announcer finished saying the title. Golly, that sure is weird, I said out loud to myself and the spider in the corner of my room. I went through the menu like normal until I got to the character select screen. Only Sonic was unlocked, which was weird. Is this the Sonic and All-Stars Racing transformed demo for the Nintendo Wii U? I didn't mind though, because Sonic was Kai's favorite character, because I'm basic. The tracks look normal, except for there was a track that isn't supposed to be in this game. It was Luigi's Raceway from Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64. I selected Luigi's Raceway from Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64 as my track because I was curious to see if it was actually there. Maybe this was a modded copy of the game. The game loaded and the track showed some sick cinematic shots of Luigi's Raceway from Mario Kart 64 for the Nintendo 64. And not the version found in Mario Kart 7 for the Nintendo 3DS. Then the camera went to the racers. There was my character, Sonic, and the other racer, my dead cousin Sega. He was driving a light gray Mercedes GLA that ran him over 5 years ago. How weird. This isn't the Mario Kart 8 Mercedes DLC for Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. Anyway, Tails came down with a streetlight to start the race. Sega was leading because I forgot how to start boost. I got an item box which gave me a Panzerfaust anti-tank rocket launcher. I fired at my died cousin Sega, who exploded into bits. Guts and blood went flying everywhere. Blood splattered onto the camera and it looked hyper-realistic, like 5K. I threw up on the camper like my dog used to do. I looked back at the screen. I had won. Because if other racer died, then the game spoke to me.
Hey, good job, Andy. You won.
It was the fuss of my dead cousin Sega, who died by getting run over by a light grey Mercedes GLA 5 years ago. He had that smoky Italian accent I remembered him with. I said, "Cousin Sega, is that you?"
Yes, my son. It is me, your dead cousin Sega, who died 5 years ago by a Mercedes light grey GLA. I made a haunted game so I could still play with you.
And so we did. I played Sonic and Sega for the rest of my life with my died cousin. Even when I died, I also possessed the game so I could keep playing with Sega. We never got bored because we could always add anything without Suki ghost powers. So if you ever find a game called Sega and Sonic Racing on ball.com, don't buy it because it's probably a bootleg. But if you ever find on marktplatz.nl a game called Sonic and Sega Racing, be careful when you buy it, because my cousin will play with you, as we are now stuck in Sonic and Sega. Racing.